Where's everybody? Everybody's disappeared. How's everybody?
Okay. Probably gonna turn my Parsec volume down a little bit because you're a bit quiet, or maybe I can just turn you up.
Oh, my bad.
So I'll just turn you up to about 150. Try speaking.
Absolutely.
Hello there.
Try that is a lot better.
Hello there.
That is a lot better.
Hello oh there. Boy, I got myself my new
That is a lot
computer. I gotta try this out. I got myself my new computer. I gotta try this out.
To be fair, I
gotta try this out.
the biggest issues you had didn't seem like the biggest issues you had didn't seem like didn't seem to be based on
But yeah, I got a better GPU now, so. But yeah, I got a better GPU now.
No, that's not really how it works. It works off encoders. It works off your system could be like the most powerful thing. It's based off like the encoder. But from what I can remember, the most delay that you had was not due to your system being weak. It was due to your system just insane ping spikes. Insane pings, you know. Like, believe it or not, Parsec works pretty optimally on fucking really weak systems. Well, Terrell's GPU actually broke a couple of days ago. Yeah, broke. He's running completely off like integrated GPU on his CPU now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Which was like an i5 4460, which was like a 2013 below mid-range.
Oh, dang.
I think it was the lowest of the i5 lineup of that generation, actually.
Dang,
so now he's running on that. He's having no problems with this. But you can't get him to play any actual games like much locally. Thankfully, PS62 optimization's got a lot better, and he can play some PS2 stuff, but he has to play at native res.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer because you only got that GPU a year ago, you know.
Ah, dang.
A year? It was a year, about this time last year, actually. No, it's even less than that. He kind of got the card basically for Christmas.
Oh, dang. Because, like, I remember that's when I started coming. That's when I first started Sam Show last year. That's how we met. I think it was it was November or October last year was my first tournament. And
wait. Were you there for the console version?
No, I wasn't there for Sam Show 7. I had just gotten done with college.
All right, I'm gonna.
I don't remember personally me being a part of anything Sam Show related up until recently.
Okay.
I can personally, because the only other time a Sam Show, there's only been two other Sam Show times that popped up to me. One was doing the Switch version because it came out way earlier via the console setup, right? Parsec. And then the other time, which didn't end up happening, was we were setting up for Warriors Rage.
Yeah.
And people didn't sign up for that one.
Warriors Rage. Oh, it's the 64 version. It was the PS1. I don't know how Tora. I don't know how you like that one. I can never like that. I don't know how you.
Well, I did it for my birthday, to be honest.
I mean, then again, I play controversial games myself, so I mean, we're all weird. So everybody has a good taste. I like Metroid Other M, while everybody else didn't. So
to be fair, Other M did ruin Samus.
I mean, how do you ruin Samus if Samus didn't have character to begin with?
Because she did, is the answer.
Cause like it's weird.
Because
Cause like
she had a bunch of continuity shit around of her character.
Cause like when you compare it to like how she was portrayed in Japan, like how the language was portrayed in Japan, it seems like she's still the same Samus, just a little bit more respectful compared to how she is in the English version. Cause like I was.
Yeah, but that's the difference. That's the problem, isn't it? Because you notice it's the Japanese don't have much bad to say about Elder M, but
Because
the majority of the world that played the Metroid games that stuck around for Metroid was the Western world, and that's the point that's the point that mattered when it came to Samus.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, the localization, like, you know, how they localized and how they interpreted what Samus said, and like, you know, with Japanese, it wasn't really the best. Like the translation wasn't really the best.
Yeah, but in the case of like Other M in the Western world, that's kind of what we see as Samus now. So it doesn't really matter if it's like Final Fantasy VII, for fuck's sake. It's like you take Final Fantasy VII, right?
Oh dang.
And you take how every fucking region of that game for translation was so fucking different to the characterization.
Yep.
Insanely fucking different. Okay, so but over here, like in English speaking territories, we have a very clear picture now of like that's Barret.
Yeah.
That's Barret. That's how he acts. That's the character. That's the image, and it's the same sort of concept when you say, okay, here's Other M, and that creates the image because it's the greater portion of the world, the people that we speak to who've played with that character.
It's like with Zelda too, because like I heard like the way.
What are you doing? What are you doing? That was me playing.
Oh, that was you playing? I'm
yeah.
Sorry. I was just checking who was playing. All right. Wanna do some races with this? Yeah, definitely.
Oh, what games are you gonna be playing right now?
Whatever's on the Parsec game server. Basically.
I was just dropping for a small bit of time. Just quickly, I thought, fuck it, I'll put up F-Zero X quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, wait a minute. Are you aware of this? You probably are, but do you know about the Parsec game server that you can
Of course he does. He was in House of Blood.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's right. What happened to House of Blood? Because like it's no longer on my server. It's not longer one of my servers.
It's deleted.
I see.
The thing is, we decided, yeah, something came up. That just
honest to really portray. You don't need to speak for me. But in complete honesty, I got fed up. I've been doing it for. I've been doing this shit for over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I had this realization that it started feeling like work. And you know what you say, if you're not having fun, what's the point?
Why bother?
Yeah.
If it's not fun, why bother?
Yeah. So and the thing is, I knew it was partly my fault because I have a habit. I've had a habit in the past of working too hard, going too in,
going full retard.
Because let's put this perspective on it. Whenever I start thinking about implementing like a new feature, a function that I want to implement, or like an idea, I put so much time and effort into that shit that I end up making myself unhappy.
Oof.
And I've done that so many fucking times. In fact, the origin of the game server and the origin of the game server in the first place was I had this really cool idea, and I basically did a version of it. I did a version of it that was semi-functional, some fixes here and there. Like I'd have to drop in every now and then to fix something every now and then, but the concept, it was all solidified. And the first time we did it, we got no one.
Oof.
We literally got no one, and when I say I put hundreds of hours into it, I legitimately mean hundreds of hours. And the problem was, the biggest issue with it was, is no one truly despite the way that it was marketed, that we were marketing it, no one truly understood what it was. So we tried to explain, say, oh, it's sort of like a part, using Parsec, you can drop in and play whatever game that's on a list of games, and Darkest sort of brought it up and say, you know what, think of it like GeForce Now, he said.
Yeah.
But no, it was like such a simple thing. So you can come and play all these games you don't have, give it a fucking go. But it wasn't enough to sell it. Do you know what the ironic thing is about it? The ironic thing about all the shit is if we just did the same shit again and we just did it, say, on Thunderia, right? Just raw Thunderia in the first place. Right. It wouldn't have gone off. The reason why this has started going off now was because of the House of Blood Discord. Because what's happened is we advertised it raw as this is what we are all about straight away from the get-go. Right. Mm-hmm. And we've done that, and I found that a big chunk of the people that have come over from over here have been people who like the concept that were in House of Blood, and people that have been hearing from those people. Majority of the people that have joined in have not been the old regulars of this place.
Yeah, I can see that.
So now I basically only set this up in the first place, or let it come back in the first place, because of I actually really hated. It was like something I had in the back burner, like a server that was doing nothing, and I really hated what Terrell was doing at the time. Wow. I'm completely open with it. I was open through it with him. Is because originally when I said, okay, this is going to be the regular stuff. Right. In a nutshell, what happened was he had this idea that I thought was because originally it was like, okay, we're gonna do different things. We're gonna do delay-based netcode. I know it's not gonna work the best, but he's gonna try it. I thought, okay, cool, whatever. It's gonna be a shit show sometimes. I knew that, but it's like, okay, that's cool. And then he backflipped on Parsec. After he said that shit. He then boomeranged and then had this really awkward idea that made me go, oh no, which was two hosters, so a European and a USA hoster, and then choosing which hoster takes over based on the amount of people that participate from said regions. Now the biggest problem with that is you find with most of the Parsec events that we've ever done, usually the participants are within the last hour to half an hour, so it's like super last minute and availability. Right. So it's like, that's not ideal. Like, that is, picture the disasters that would come from that scenario. Mm-hmm. So I happen to have the work that I did on the server still stored on the cloud PC. Oh. So I did some shit to make it automated, and that's been pretty successful.
I gotta say, Blood, in the past more than a week, I don't know how you would say it, week and a half or something like that, the feedback has been really good. Now they are using it less than last time, but that might even be a wrong information. Regardless, I think it's way better than how we started it. So yeah, it's doing great, and I'm really, I really like it.
So, because I'm trying to chill and do other things, because I was doing too many shit at once. Not just Thunderia. I was kind of in top positions in quite a few groups. One of which was programming. Because I'm kind of I'm currently gone back to working on updated PS2 netcode.
Oh, but you for all fighting games and all that stuff.
Well, the community that I'm helping out, I'm working with, they're primarily fighting games.
Yeah.
I'm the only dev.
Yeah. The only developer that's like.
So one of the reasons why I'm like why I was so bad and why I tried to figure out how to work was because I was doing too much. So with the software projects I was doing, with the amount of people, because I was like, I'm the tech guy, I was the go-to for for help. Right. I had this moment when I realized that since the whole COVID shit, I had the realization that I'd never played a video game for myself. It was such a weird thing. I was like, oh my god. No wonder I'm miserable. It was kind of like I had the realization that I was spending too much of my time for projects and shit that I don't use but for other people.
Yeah, that'll probably not make that won't make you happy. Like doing something for others that's not really something.
So I had that realization, and I just suddenly thought, you know what? It's not healthy to continue this way. The funny thing is, before COVID, I didn't have nearly as many people asking for me or who were of need of me. Before COVID, I had days where I actually went out and I spoke to friends, and that felt normal. And I feel like without COVID, I'd still have those days, so I wouldn't. I don't feel like I'd feel this way because I had those days of release.
But because of COVID and everybody's distancing and then everybody's being sheltered, people needed you a lot, and it wasn't making. And then you saw the realization what was.
Yeah, and I don't have the events I can't do the events that kind of gave me relaxation and release. So it's like, oh, okay.
That's how I felt like me with track and field, because like I was really excited for my old high school, because I was coaching my old high school until I got back to Vegas this year. It was originally going to go back in August, get ready for my masters and everything. But then, or no, I was going to take a break off, come back in January of next year, and then be ready for my masters. But then COVID happened, and I lost track and field. And then eventually, it wasn't a bad thing. Only one who had really problems was someone in my family members that I don't want to talk about, but it's just it's privacy right there. But then around it was around June, July. It was around August. Yeah, like late August or early July. I started looking at a YouTube video about because like I'm my religion. I'm a Christian, and I saw a video on like someone talking about the end of the world, and I saw like more videos happening around the same time, and it started giving me a panic attack, and I started getting anxiety. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It didn't stop until like October, really.
Look! Don't let that get you down, because there's always gonna be some prophecy somewhere that says we're gonna die tomorrow.
I mean, we're not promised tomorrow. I'll be honest, but it's just like there were so much things I feel like I had not done, and I want to get it done before I say, you know what, I don't care. But I'm not promised for tomorrow or promising.
Leo, I think your player one try to move. Because I don't think I can. So
but I've been getting better now. So I just got back into Samurai Showdown this week. So,
well, I've literally last couple of weeks just started going through the first year games that I've started play through for myself since Remake came out.
Press the button on your end, Leo.
So I'm currently playing through Shin Megami Tensei 4 right now.
Shin Megami Tensei. I've gotten into some visual novels as well, but it's like none that I write home about. Like I got into the Fate series. I got into like some of Type Moon's visual novels, but
okay. In all honesty, with the Fate series, where the fuck do you even start?
Start with Stay Night. Start with Fate Stay Night. It's the first visual novel. Read that, or just watch the anime.
The funny thing about that is everyone tells me has a completely different answer for that.
Well, honestly, that's how I started reading visual. That was my first visual novel, not to mention my first intro to Type Moon's, like Type Moon's universe and everything. Because, well, if you want to really know when it's
because like when I first saw like all the different requests that people say, oh yeah, you have to start with Fate with this version, this one, or this one, they all were different ones. I'm thinking this is more fucking confusing than those old Japanese anime where they didn't air in the correct order.
Oh.
Oh no. My first memory of that is Haruhi Suzumiya.
Oh. Yeah.
The series that when I was like my teens that I didn't think I should like, but I ended up fucking loving the fuck out of. And I had the manga. The manga volumes.
Yeah.
Look so fucking girly. I got questioned so hard at college.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Wasn't that the rise of Moe? I saw like a YouTube video, and Haruki Suzumiya was like the top one influencers for the.
No, Moe's been around since Haruhi Suzumiya was. Moe was around even longer than that.
Haruhi Suzumiya freaking references Moe. It's an ingoing joke with Mikuru.
Could be.
Like, it is.
Let's see, when did it start? It started. Let's go way back to when Sailor Moon was a thing. So about 1993 with Kyoryu Wakase. Yeah.
It's still funny for me to think that woman's married to Togashi. Like, so, you know, Togashi. The people that don't know Togashi might know Togashi for an old meme.
Oh, is it Hunter x Hunter?
He's actually a very famous mangaka. Like he's done some really cool shit, but he's also famous nowadays for not doing shit mostly, and then having basically making small injuries and small. So like he actually stopped Hunter x Hunter completely for Dragon Quest. He's like, the funny thing about it, he was open about it. Oh, by the way, it was the online version, so no ending. He was
battle mode.
He was completely on it, and then he came back for like 2 weeks. He said, "Oh no, I had a bit of an injury," and then came back like many months later for a couple of weeks. "Oh, I'm sorry, guys, come for a couple of weeks," and that was like a thing that went on for years. And then the longer. But Togashi's actually famous for the messy room meme. Which is funny. Like he's one of those pictures you probably would have seen just on boards, and you wouldn't have realized it was Togashi.
Dang, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's got a room filled with like bing bags and every bit of shit around the floor, and he's like this in the one little patch on the ground. He's sitting with a Super Nintendo controller playing Dragon Quest.
3, 2, 1, go.
Dang, he's still alive. He's probably his body's pretty much messed up. I think something with his back is like.
Use the square button to push the crates. I think you can grab the crates with the triangle button and throw it and press again to throw the crates. Basically.
But no, the thing with Togashi is though is that he just become a literal meme because of how often he would just push something away.
Hiatus cause hiatus. That's what it was called. That was the meme. That's what I mean. That's how I remember. That's how I remember the Hunter meme. I was like, oh, I remember that. Good time.
Glenn, if correct me if I'm wrong, but is Bishibashi actually not Bishibashi, but is Crash one of them? Oh, by the way, do you have any issues with the controls wheel?
Okay. But there, by the way, the picture I just posted in no microphones, that's actually Togashi.
Hold on, let me go. Wait. Ah, there it is. Oh dang, that's youngster Togashi.
Yeah.
That was like he was. That was like early 2000. Early 2000s. Dang, he's a messy as God knows what, man. If I was his wife, I would not.
And the moment you realize that around that time period, he's married to the fucking creator of Sailor Moon.
Yeah, and we're married? Nah, fam. Nah. If I was his wife, I would turn to the cheeky so fast. Oh no.
It'd be really funny if that becomes the reason for the injuries.
I'm like, my wife beat you. Why'd your wife beat you? I've been like, my man, you should have seen the room. Your room was like a tornado. How do you live like that?
To be fair, I actually know a lot of people like that.
I mean, I'm no better off, but come on, man. If I had to live like that, I'd probably be disgusted.
What if I told you I've seen worse?
Well, I mean, there's
in person.
Oh, in person? Well, man, I have to be honest. That's well.
Because
you know what?
Because at least there's like not two mattresses in this room, with the bottom one only being put as the bottom one because someone obviously urinated on it.
Oof.
Yeah. Now a friend of mine, an old friend of mine who ended up becoming a massive stoner.
A massive stoner. Dang.
No. Well, the funny thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. This man, he was better off as a stoner than anything else. Is actually an honest statement.
Dang.
It's because he's ADHD, but he suffers from something called he also suffers from something called fetal alcohol syndrome.
Yeah.
And his mom was an alcoholic, so basically he's actually drunk his entire life with ADHD on top.
Oh.
So when he's not on it, to a lot of people he's just a raw ass dick and aggressive. So it's like, yeah, it's shitty, but it's so much better.
Yeah, he's just straight as a stoner.
The first time I came around his house, the first thing he did was put his hand at the back of his sister's head and pull her head back.
What? Dang.
And that was my best friend.
That's unfortunate.
to be fair, back then my life was very different. Like, because I was never really. I'm not good at social shit, especially in front of people, and my disabilities as well. So it was one of those things where he was like the only one that I spoke to, but he kind of treated everyone else like crap.
Dang.
But yeah, last time I went around his house, he looked fucking Amish, and his room looked like worse than this.
Dang.
The only thing that would make you realize he wasn't Amish was that there was an Xbox in his room, and that was a bit.
Shit. Xbox One. I can't even do Xbox. I don't even know if I'm gonna get the new PS5 because that's I don't know. I think the PS5 is too good for PS5, but
the thing with the argument for the PS5 and the Series X right now is they've got a stronger standpoint than any other previous console generation release. Number one, at least with this PlayStation 5 and the Series X, that if you get this, it is a direct replacement to the console beforehand.
Yeah.
With upgrades. So it is kind of like a lesser extent upgrading the PC.
Yeah, it's like that.
So granted, it's nowhere near as good because if your PC, doesn't matter what game, you have the chance to mess with the Wii settings you want as it's all controlled. So therefore, loads of games won't get the upgrade. But I feel like there's reasons for both systems. For the Series X,
right.
Outside of all the speed stuff with menus and shit like that, which again, you're not there for that, you're there for games. You've got that backlog of this and the good stuff they've done, the upgrades and that they've done to the entire backwards compatibility backlog for like 360 and OG Xbox. The fact that a bunch of Xbox One games have been upgraded,
Right.
and into new player performance. Like these are pointers that, like, if you're a PC gamer, this isn't a point that's going to get to you. But if you're someone that's coming from a console system, that seems like a very good sales pitch. That and Game Pass.
Sony Computer Entertainment America production.
With the PlayStation 5, you've got the PS4 software support and upgrades to a lot of these games.
Fasten your seatbelts.
Unlike the Xbox currently, you've got a good year of exclusives coming. Like, we already know a good few that are coming, and a lot of them are like first half of 2021. We've got a couple on launch and close to launch at the end of the year. So it comes to the point of, if you're not a fan of specific types of first party games on the PlayStation, then the Xbox ends up being a clear winner. If you're in it for the first party, you've got a reason to stick with the PlayStation 5 right now.
Right, that's true.
So, for the first time in a long while, I think Microsoft actually does have a good reason to be around and has a good leg in this time around.
Because I've heard people say otherwise, like, PS5 is better than the Series X, but
no, and most of the reviews I've said have basically said the opposite, or basically this is the reason why you have a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Xbox press right now is insane. I've heard the most negative shit when it comes to some certain basic functionalities and all that shit that are missing from the PS5. Like, I'm not kidding. They've lost basic. For example, right? The one big issue I think we can all agree on is that only having 600 gigabytes of that SSD available in the PS5. Also, you can't back up your data or your game. You can't back up your actual games to a hard drive to then put on there later.
Right.
So basically you're strapped to that 600, delete it or get out. Xbox, guess what you can do? You can plug in any drive you want. You can move that game to that drive.
Oh dang!
You don't have to delete it. There's a bunch of basic functionality that's gone. And the thing that I think the thing that no one saw coming was that so far on launch day, despite the PS5 having a faster SSD, the Xbox is faster by a lot. Like
first time Microsoft tied up with Sony.
So right now, if you're not interested in specific first-party titles, the Xbox seems like a clear winner because it's the more powerful machine. It runs cooler. It runs faster.
Right.
In most sectors, which I don't think that's going to be the case forever. I think the big problem here is I think the PlayStation 5's operating system was rushed. That's what I think. So I think things will improve with firmware updates in time.
I'm pretty much more of a Nintendo person right now because like I feel like I heard rumors like Switch is coming out with a Switch Pro or a new Switch, and I'm like, nah, give them another year. It's too early. It's still got. Nintendo's not gonna switch it out just like that. I'm like, no, they can't. I mean, just the look, the way.
Nintendo's history.
Are you talking about in the console wars or any?
No. I mean, in general. I mean, in general. Look at Nintendo's history in releases. 4 years is the most common year period. 4 years is actually the most common release schedule for a Nintendo system. 4 years.
Well, I give it. That's what I said. Next year. I wouldn't say it's happening all too soon. No.
I'm saying, but look at Nintendo's track record, their history from launch of every system. 4 years is quite common. What was it? Was it the Game Boy Advance? Which I think was 4 years. Or was it even less than that? Didn't that come in like 2001?
Game Boy Advance came out 2001. Nintendo DS came out 2004. Nintendo 3DS came out 2011, with the Switch coming out in 2017, which acts as both a handheld and a console.
And the thing with the 3DS though is the 3DS only lived as long as it did and didn't get a replacement system because the Wii U flopping, and that changed up the plans.
But the Wii U,
we already heard by Nintendo inserts that they had a 3DS successor that was already planned out and ready when the Wii U was the main system.
Because there was originally the Wii came out in 2006, then the Wii U came out 2012, I remember that, and then the Switch came out March 3rd in 2017. So that was actually 5 years before some change. Well,
yes, but that was actually they basically discontinued that earlier. The reason why it went the way it was because of crazy shake-ups in between.
Yeah.
Because basically what they were clearly going to be doing was you were going to have the success to the 3DS initially up in 2015-2014. Initially. Basically, the Wii U completely fucked it up.
Honestly, I think the Wii U was serving as a prototype. Honestly, because like I have an old I have an old Game Informer or an old Nintendo Power was talking about the Nintendo Wii. This was back in 2010, 2011, and I feel like it was a console. It was going to be originally a handheld and a console, and this prototype was basically, and they were basically making this idea up back when I was in middle school. So this is back 7, 08, so around that time. And then that's when the Wii U came out, and I was like, okay. So the Switch, and then when I found out the Switch was coming out, I felt like the Switch and the Wii U was basically just the prototype that was basically that they made, and I guess they thought it would flop like it did, but it flopped. It kind of flopped compared to most others. So
yeah, I honestly think what we're seeing right now, what we are going to be seeing with it is it will be equivalent to a next gen. It will be a next gen upgrade. It will be. I'm saying that I think that Switch Pro it will be that. I think what you're going to be looking at is a base PS4 type scenario to the Pro or the Xbox Series to Pro, but I'd say even closer. I'd say even closer to the new 3D. No, new 3DS is probably more apt. So there'd be some games you just wouldn't get outright. Because I feel like what is the Switch Pro? What the Switch Pro is a reaction to? It's a reaction to it would be a reaction to the new generation. Because what is the Switch's biggest selling is the ability to play some of these actual home console games on the go.
Also, you can customize it because like you can customize. You can go ahead and get different Joy-Cons and customize it. You can do a lot of things with it. You can make your own control. You can do 2-player with just those two controllers. But yeah.
But the main motivation is basically getting a home experience with it. And let's be fair,
right?
With new generation, the current Switch ain't gonna cut it.
You don't think so?
No, it's not.
I think it can cut. I think it can still survive for a year. I have hope for that. That's just me though.
Okay. So I think I can give you evidence right now why that's not the case. Legit.
I mean, I honestly, I feel like
because what's happening now? We've already seen evidence of this, and it's actually a backlash. It's actually a complete backlash, not necessarily of the Switch, but more or less backlash due to so many consoles being left to the market that developers are being forced to create for. That's causing huge ass optimization problems, fucking massive. And here's the thing: if they want to have that game on next gen and current gen, which they're gonna want to do that because guess what? That's still where the player base and that's still where the most units will be. So it would be two-way support. So now we've got the issue of now you've got to have an engine that's going to try to make use of the new generation, and you've got to scale that fucking down. At what point are extra work, insane amount of extra work, that they've got to go and say, oh, it's already a nightmare putting it on like x86 platform all the way down to lower point, but now we've got to do this shit for fucking ARM even weaker. That is not happening. That's not fucking happening.
What's the what's the graphics? What are they trying to go for? Like, what's the graphics for the newer consoles? Is it like 4K?
Well, they're going 4K for some of it, but by the way, they're not going to be hitting 4K. It's going to be the quality upgrade in the actual games themselves are going to be what's going to stop from going 4K. So honestly, if we're talking this from a legitimate, like you're looking from the outside in, you're looking at the facts, you're looking at what's happening with games, because we're already seeing examples right now. We're developing for all those systems, for all those SKUs, it's fucking up game development. It's creating crappy, weaker versions of the PS1 X1 that can barely run. What fucking hope in that scenario is there if they can barely run there to put that down at the Switch? Like, let's be real. Like they've done miracles with it. They've done fucking miracles like Witcher. That was a fucking miracle. But is it torn to shreds? Yes, to get to work. Now you've got to tear that skeleton even more and hope that the game reacts correctly. That's the issue. That's the issue when it comes to. And I think that's actually one of the reasons why you've seen over this year, not just because of COVID, but coming to the end of 2019, you're seeing less of these high octane third-party releases.
Right.
You're seeing less of it. and you can't blame devs at that point. You can't. So I think that a Switch Pro, if they want to continue this shit in any shape or form, needs to happen. Or a Switch sequel needs to happen.
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna go for a Switch sequel. I don't think they're gonna go. What else could they? What I feel like.
Well. Here's a massive problem. Here's a massive fucking problem. Say they go for a Switch Pro. Say they legit go for a Switch Pro, right? And they beef that fucker up. Well, at that point, yeah, that's gonna help for current games, and you might get some developers to put some titles on that. You're not gonna get much. I feel like you'll get a new 3DS scenario where it's like, okay, here's 1 or 2 titles. But you're still not going to be getting those latest games. You're going to get some 1 or 2 games that are exclusive to it, but for the most part, you're just going to get those same games attempted on the Switch. They're horrible. I think the best example I could give to this situation is the Nintendo 3DS version of Hyrule Warriors. And let's be honest, if you really think about the situation, what's needed? Is that enough? It's not, is it? So if they do this, if they did this, I feel like they'd have to push in if that's what they want to do. If they decide, okay, we want to keep that third party, that's such a big selling point, we want to keep that third party, then I feel like a Switch Pro would almost have to be treated as oh yeah, you can develop for this platform, this is an ongoing platform. Like, if we're talking about this from a realistic technological standpoint and from a business standpoint, because here's the issue, they don't want to drop the Switch. The Switch is selling fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's selling gangbusters. But you've also got to think about this in future tense. Like, what use will that Switch be? The funny thing about it is everything I've heard about the Switch Pro, the rumors that we've heard, has been that the base system itself, the actual base system, the hardware itself would be equivalent to a base PS4 in a handheld, which is pretty cool. But they're gunning for 4K stuff. They're gunning for fucking 4K stuff. They're relying heavily on Nvidia's deep learning super sampling. That, despite all that shit, if we're talking about here's the base Switch stuff, and you think about how much weaker a Switch is for a PS4, which is not as big as some people seem to think. Is that really big enough to really quantify the jump that is being stated out by Nintendo developers recently? It's not. Like but you can see what I'm saying is realistic.
Right.
It's practical. The problem that you would have here is, okay, Nintendo decide we're going to stick a Pro system. Well, if that's the case, the Pro system then starts to create something that's potentially negative, because now you're extending the Switch. You'd be like, okay, here's extending the generation, but at what cost? You know, you'd be like, okay, you can play some games, you might get some games, but you're now extending it and then making the later half of the Switch become like the Wii U. Because that's true. Because what? The Wii U had really fucking good games, but they were all first party.
Right.
And outside of like indie devs that are on the platform or some very, very, very lightweight games, right, you're not gonna get that AAA experience from the third party devs anymore at that point. Like, there's no fucking way. If the Switch struggles and you have to tear shit apart to get that base PS4 stuff, right? What can you do there? And then we're in like a model system where it's like the PS4 and the Xbox One are becoming that system where like they have to strip everything down to even work on that system, and then you have to strip that again.
then again.
So, that it basically would mean if they don't do this, you're in for a very different quality second half. Well, they got put in that that decision since they decided to go. We're gonna make this a hybrid console.
We might later on after the stream. Me and you might have to look into something.
Okay.
It's something that happened on my end. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to go out. I'm gonna go ahead and start practicing for next Sam Show tournament, and then Wednesday night fights happening today.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'm not in the tournament, but I got close to grand finals yesterday. So on Monday, so I gotta get better. That's this game, Sam Show 7. So.
Well, if you want to play, I don't know where. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys are going to play Sam Show 7. I don't know what games you guys are playing right now. But...
actually, if you want to play Sam Show 7,
alright, well, I'm going to have to switch to my phone to talk to you guys because apparently every time I want to play with my PS2 controller, it always cuts me off.
Alright, well...
Yeah. Alright, I'll play around. I'll play for a bit. Hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, let me go on Parsec. Let me go ahead and go on my phone.
We're just finishing. This is a really tough game. I don't know how people can finish the first boss here, but alright. We're playing season. Damn.
Everybody hear me?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you. Is that you, Leo? Or MM? Sorry.
Yeah. No.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, so I'm gonna go for a bit, so see you later.
Yeah.
Alright, see you, bud.
Let me just set it up.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. Leo, we're gonna play some Sam Show, but I'm going to invite MM. So yeah. Just a moment. All right. Let me see. And server announcements. Okay. Copy. All right, send type this on the friend request thing.
Okay.
Okay, let me just tell me when you've sent it.
All right, I got it now.
All right. Let me just also give you automatic access to this so you can come in even when there's no one here. Because that's how we're gonna do this. Verified access means you can play on the Parsec game server when no one's here. Just trying to locate you. All right. All right. You can connect whatever. All right, Leo, play with MCMN when he comes in. Just wait until he comes in. All right. Okay, you guys can go in and go on and play. Yeah. Enjoy.
Alright, let's see if I still got it.
Shit. Sorry.
武士道とは死ぬことと見つけたり修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり
Just a moment.
我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の敵すべてを切る
Alright, close window. No, I'm just gonna reset the gamepads. Alright. Try it now. Press both of you press the buttons. And start the game. Sam Show basically. You're gonna play Sam Show. MM wants to practice a bit. Can you control?
Let me get back in. Let me close it and get back in.
Alright, sure. Alright, and see if you can control. Try controlling. Alright.
Yep.
Is that you moving?
Yeah, it's like if you're touching the thing, touching stuff. So.
Okay. It's how it works basically. If there are any issues, report them. If there are any issues, report them to me. So.
All right, we'll do. I'm gonna pretty much go for a quick game.
Yeah, sure.
Camille, press start.
I can try. Let me see. Alright.
Samurai Showdown.
Alright, let me just lead you to where you need to. Is the database? Options. You can config.
ボタンコンフィグ
Alright. Check your gun. Who's player 2? Alright.
Maybe it's because I'm past Steam.
Alright, try. Okay, thanks. Just get out. Yeah, no worries. Just tell me when you're in, or if I need to reset the gamepads. Alright. Let me just exit from this quickly. Okay.
Sweet. Should be ready.
Mm-hmm.
Not, oh well. GG.
All right.
Okay, because like I can move my controller like without touching anything, but I can move my controller when I'm there, but apparently when I'm playing the game, it doesn't work on here.
Tell me if you can press start.
Okay, I can't press start.
All right, let me do this.
Samurai Showdown.
It might not be start, it might be X. All right, doesn't matter. Let me see if you can set your controls. Options, button config.
ボタンコンフィグ
And you know, can you go into the config now?
I can't press. I'm pressing start. It's not working on mine.
No, huh? All right. Let me just. I'll reset the gamepads. If that doesn't work, I'll reset the shut up. Maybe that's gonna work. All right. Probably reset gamepads. All right. Press your buttons on both of you.
Nope, not working on mine.
Wait. You're pressing,
Yep.
nothing happens?
Yep, nothing's happening.
Okay. Just. I'll restart the shadow then. You will be kicked off for a moment.
All right.
Me including. Yeah, that's usually what it means when it's gonna.
Do you want me to get off the server? Because I can do that.
Nah, you'll be kicked anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's. I guess we'll see. Shouldn't take too long. Let's see. All right, I'm in. So.
All right, hold on. Because it says something about my config. It says client setting. It says config overrides app silent equals 1.
No, you can join whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm just looking at stuff. Make sure all my client stuff is working.
All right. Just wait for MM.
Which allows me.
Okay, you guys can start.
Alright. Yeah, you got if it's either someone's touching what's one call it? Come on, buddy. Otherwise I'm gonna have to probably play on something else.
Right, pressing A. Right, pressing A.
Next. Pressing all the buttons. Weird,
Let me see.
It doesn't happen on my other laptop, but it app is on this one.
武士道とは死ぬことと見つけたり、修羅道とは倒すことと見つけたり、我悪鬼羅刹となりて目の前の
Alright, doesn't matter. Okay. Let me just do something real quick. Don't do anything rash.
Okay, now it's moving. Now my whole.
Alright.
Now
Alright,
it's moving,
sure.
but it's not moving
Alright.
when I'm playing the game.
Alright, try. Let me reset the gamepad again. Alright, press it. Press on both of your ends. I'm not gonna press anything on mine. So. Press the gamepad.
Nope, not work on my end now. Hold on. Mouse.
Can you plug your gamepad in another USB port? See if that helps.
Huh?
Can you plug your gamepad in another USB port?
Nope, that's the only USB port I got. Oh, hold on. Nah, that's the only USB port I got. On my...
Do you have a spare gamepad by any chance?
Do I have a spare one? No. Hold on. I'm gonna go on my other USB port.
Yeah.
Let me get off of this and come back again.
Sure.
Alright, going back in one more time.
Alright. Doesn't react.
It's not reacting. Hold on. I'm gonna check my gamepad for a second. Gamepad's working. Oh, I can't connect to Parsec.
Alright.
Nope, not working on this one. Not working on that USB port. So I guess I'm gonna have to use the other USB port.
Yeah. Try.
Disconnect. Connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, my game. Yeah, now my thing's not working anymore. I give up. I give up. I
Alright.
concede.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, man.
It's alright. So I can't play. I don't know what's wrong with my computer now. Oh well.
Alright. I gave you automatic access, so anytime you want to try it, you can do that. All right. So Leo, let's play a bit of a fighting game, shall we? Let's start with something new. Let me just recommend something.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all later.
See ya. Let me see. Let me do the pick. Okay. All right. Yeah, this should be good.
This program is brought to you care of the following sponsors.
All right. it's frozen. All right. Come on. All right. I'll probably see what I can do on this end. All right, Leo, we can connect. Let's avoid that game for now. We can play Cascode then. Let's go to Cascode. All right. Sorry guys for the technical difficulties. I think I tried the PS3 one. What?
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Interesting. All right. Seems like. Leo, Blood Otaku is looking at something, so don't don't interrupt his work. Alright.
This program will be brought to you by the following sponsors.
One thing that I'm sure of is that you've got a plan to survive this madness. Oh my boy, like on a sound counting any good songs, the phones and drums beat, then a band for power and soul. When you think you sit it way down, and up in there that I say predicament. But this time you give up my break. Break up all the dawn. It's time to take a step up, no more cruising alone. Break up all the shell. Deep down inside you feel like flying a high. No need to fear, it's time you burn that dread.
It has a good cinematic input. You can give him the link to our Discord if he wants, if he's interested in. To Hermie. Everyone's welcome, anyways.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
tested and working.
What's some news about? Probably something
Okay, I guess we're erasing PS3 games.
Okay, if that's what you want to do, sure, go ahead.
What the fuck happened between then and now?
Someone mentioned. Wait.
There's 4 hours clocked into it in the server, by the way.
Oof. So it was played. Oh damn.
A lot. No reports of problems until fucking now.
Wait, could it be connected with the video I saw today?
Okay, don't put random other variables into shit, Terrell.
I'm not even gonna say anything about that. So I'm gonna mention an update, but
no, the build that was using before was an older build.
Yeah,
I only just updated it to see if it was just a. Oh, that is fucking annoying. Okay, whoever's.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
right.
What the fuck? Okay, let's read the PPU. Okay. PPU issue. You don't want to be putting that to.
This program will be brought to you by the following sponsors.
Yep.
Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality.
I will fight
and
under
matter.
the Kirito.
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona. Very well.
This will be a fierce contest!
Show me this determined.
Round 1. Fight!
Get him, Senpai!
Artemisia! Go!
You're both equally matched.
Marin Karen!
Can you take it? Damn.
Come on, do it, Griff. You're mentally drained. Don't let up the attack.
Closing it.
Rise up! I'll fight to the bitter!
You take it. I'll show.
One escape! Better luck next time!
Calm down.
So close! Almost had it there!
Wait. Round 2. Fight!
You have time to gawk?
You take it.
No! Artemisia!
You take it. You take it.
One escape! Better luck next time! You need to keep moving!
Artemisia! I'll show you my persona! Go! Not yet. Well struck. I'm coming for you.
We'll do it!
Très bien. You did well.
But you managed...
Final. Fight!
Persona! You have time. Ice!
And you take it.
I'm coming for you.
One escape! Better luck next time! Nice one!
On guard! You have time. Artemisia!
Come on, get a bit! Mentally trained!
I'm coming for you.
Yes, you won! Congratulations!
Something big's about to happen! Round 1. Fight!
Get him, Senpai!
And you take it. What?
Don't let up the attack! You're both evenly matched. Hang in there!
You have time to gawk?
And you take it. Damn. And you take it.
I'm coming for you. Ice! I won't hold back.
A fist.
I'm coming for you. One escape.
Better luck next time!
Artemisia! Not yet. Well struck. I'm coming for you. You're finished. I'll take it.
Closing it.
I'm coming for you. On guard. You have time to gawk? I'm coming for you.
One escape! Better luck next time! Just hang in there a little longer!
Go! Persona!
Calm down.
You won, but they might have your...
Round 2. Fight!
Can't let them down on me! Take that!
And you take it.
Guys, look out!
Closing it.
One escape! Better luck next time!
Take this.
Persona! Artemisia!
Closing it. What? And you take it.
Well struck! Concentrate!
Was no match for you.
Final. Fight!
Over here.
On guard!
And you take it.
Artemisia! You have
Closing
time to
it.
guard?
Hello?
Guys.
Très bien. You did well.
Yeah.
A total reversal! The excitement of the battle still lingers!
Sorry about that, bud.
No wonder you've taken the role of leader to your friends. Your
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now,
You ready for this?
why
Here
don't you
goes.
If you could choose someone to encourage you on, who would it be?
Oh, nice. Leo, seems like you know how to play the game.
What?
Oh, Leo.
No, that. I'm saying what because everything I saw was auto.
Very well.
Okay.
Take the earth!
There's auto combo shit in this game, and that's all I saw. From like the Switch screen, I was like, oh, okay, it's just using auto stuff.
Whatever works.
Let's have a great match.
Round one.
Seems like Leo knows how to play most players. Yesterday, when I played against him in
The thing here is that I'm not happy about running this game in OpenGL. I'm not.
You did say you did mention that there were more
Not enough.
Get my ass whipped on this one.
The funny thing is that entire thing throughout is literally square, 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 square.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like this? Oh, so it's an auto combo. Oh, this game has auto combo. Ah, I did not know that. I usually use the A button on my end. Yeah, I did not know that. Okay. I like this game. Mostly because it has auto combos now.
Actually, is there an option to turn it off?
I think there might be, but
You're up.
where is it? I don't know, probably in the up. I haven't really looked into this game a whole lot.
No, I like to have those sort of things off. You just don't get better at the game, do you?
Nah, you probably don't. Yo! Yeah, I guess you're right.
Ready for this? Ready for this?
Feels like I'm playing frequent. Nice to this.
It was a good match. See ya.
Okay, I'll have a match.
Brilliant! 3 wins!
You wanna play? Okay.
I won
Yeah,
this
okay.
fight.
Yeah,
There's
alright.
no knowing how it'll go next.
welcome to the Velvet Room.
Everything alright?
This place exists
You're gonna have to back
between
out
dream
to
and
because
reality.
Tad's like.
If you could choose
Oh yeah,
someone
sure,
to
sure, sure.
encourage you
I'm doing
on,
it right now.
who would it be?
No, I didn't mean completely out of the game. I literally just meant the menu. So the first. Okay.
I misunderstood, sorry.
In future cases, if you've got something you misunderstand, Are you not 100% sure? Ask
This
first.
program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Will do. Oh man.
And now it's fucking broke again. What? Wait, what? Are you fucking serious? A thread has been deadlocked. A game that was perfect on this whole thing for many years.
This program is brought to you care of the fall.
Persona 4 Arena.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality.
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona.
Hey, not bad.
If you could choose someone to encourage you on, who would it be? I wish you good luck.
Who will eat and who will be eaten?
Try and dodge this.
Round 1. Fight!
You can't summon a persona, but watch out for his
Why
sword.
bother? Come on, it's
The attack.
How about this? Get out of my face! Freaking out! Bastard!
This isn't good.
Come on,
Okay, gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken, the arcade version for the Persona 4 Arena Ultimate game runs on Technopirate.
Yes, it does.
Sure. And one of the
It's not coming back. No, not in that form.
no. Someone was asking if there was a arcade version of the game, like in general speaking, from the stream, from one of the people that watched the stream of him. I know it's downfall. The baseball bat. I'll say this about this game: the character style, like each character is unique in its own form. I can see why people like this game. Most definitely. They're very lively, and the moves are really cool to look at.
Oh.
Cool ass game, man.
A total reversal! Your abilities are clear!
Just get rid of this stupid world.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Now I
This place
remember
exists
you.
between dream
I
and
think one of our first
reality,
tests for
mind
this
and magic.
game was on the console Parsec
Why don't
initially,
you introduce
and we
yourself?
tried to make it happen.
Very well. Picture in
Yeah,
your
we
head your own
used it. We used
appearance
it for
as well
testing.
as your
Yeah.
alter ego.
Yeah.
Your persona.
Yeah, even then I thought that game was fucking cool.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice game.
Yeah. I'm just.
If you could choose someone
I
to
am not
encourage you
seeing
on,
in the
who would it
character
be?
select screen. What was it? Joker?
Very well.
This game came out way before that.
All those watching, bear witness!
Okay, makes sense.
He almost made it in as a guest character at the end, as like a build-up, but the game finished off before that.
Now, let's do this fair.
Round one. Fight!
Starting.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
not bad.
Too bad. He would have been a good character in the
So,
game.
Persona! Persona! Let this hit!
come, one who pierces all.
I'll go!
Not bad.
Down! Quick to hit!
Down. Isn't this fun?
I am thou!
I won't let you. Persona. Down. So, come, one who pierces all. Take this. Not bad. Not bad.
Turn up the heat! Go! Turn up the heat! Please hit!
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad.
Momentum is on our
Not
side.
bad.
Is it down?
Not bad.
Please hit!
Not bad.
Heard there was
Not
an
bad.
anime of
Not
the
bad.
game.
Yeah.
Right there.
Is it any good, or is
Not
it just
bad.
a regular
Not bad.
big anime?
It's good, but play the game.
Yeah.
My power.
I have yet to come to shit.
Take this.
I have yet to come to Shin Megami Tensei yet to fight it.
So, isn't this? I will show you. Now.
Damn.
So, disappear.
I am thou!
Really? I don't know my Persona games. I haven't played a single.
Yep. Yeah.
Down. Come, sword.
I haven't played a singular Persona game in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you, Leo.
Okay.
I will show you. Now. Here. Down. Persona. Over here. Quite the hit. Is that your best? Not bad.
Is it down?
Not bad.
Is it down? Sergeant Flame!
Can you see this? Quite the hit.
I am down.
This is power. Isn't this fun? Quite the hit. Quite the hit.
Is it up? Too bad. Is it up?
Persona. I think this could happen.
Well, let's move on.
Will the low become the high?
Now, let's do this fair and square.
Round one. Fight!
Tough fight. Good luck.
Isn't this fun? I'll keep it. Quite the hit.
Ah.
So, down.
I am down.
Not yet. So, this. Quite the hit. So, so not bad. Quite the hit. This is. I will show you. Now. This. Not bad. Isn't this my power? Taste it for yourself. Again. So, isn't this my power? Taste it for yourself. Again. So, you missed. Down. Are you prepared for this? Quite the hit.
I must ask you to leave.
Round two. Fight!
Quite the hit. Quite the hit. Take off.
I am down.
Persona. Can you see this? Persona. I will press you up. Down. Isn't this fun? Take this. Come, one who pierces all. Persona. Shall we begin? No, not bad. Is that your not bad? So, not bad. Hit down. Take this.
I'm just looking into something here,
So,
and
not bad.
this game has, I guess, an element similar to Jojo's.
Here, isn't this my power? Take it for yourself.
Yeah, the Persona.
I will show you now. So, not bad.
Whoa.
So, Persona. I think this could happen.
Well, let's move in.
Brilliant! 3 wins!
Was it cooked to your taste? I'll make sure to go well done next time.
Welcome.
This should make
to the
Mystery Food
Velvet
X like an
Room.
insta kill.
This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now, why don't
Let's
you
find-
introduce yourself?
Goodness.
Picture in your head your own appearance as well as your alter ego, your persona.
Hey, don't bore me, okay?
If you could choose someone to encourage very well.
Who will grasp glory in their hands?
That's from above, all right.
Round one.
Here's your beams.
Come on, you! You're tough. Guess I can see this. This is you! Get lost!
Jamal! If they start calling,
You're tough. This is gone. Push you out of your misery!
Ah.
Come on, smile. Hey, now.
don't lose heart.
Can't believe what I'm seeing on the fucking stream. The way you guys play is fast.
Come on, smile. Oh, wow. You're really
Yep. Shut up. Okay.
You're tough. Hey, now. Such Jamal, take it. Hurry up and get lost.
Wait, what's it? Oh, it's that.
Hey, now. Such a This has gone on. Take it, Donna. Hurry up and get lost. Come on, smile. Come on. Hurry up and get lost. You did great. I'm so.
Almost had it.
This will be a fierce contest.
Okay.
One.
I think this one.
No matter who you're fighting.
Hey, now you. Your attention, please. Big dome. Spike the dust. I'll push you out of your misery.
Don't get careless now.
You're coming.
Don't give
Come on. Hey, now you. This has gone on long enough. Take it. I'll push you out of your misery. Hey, now. Hey, now.
You need to keep moving.
I'll put you out of your misery. Stop acting.
Want some footprints on your face? Close, but you managed.
Round.
Spike the dust.
You're
Spike the dust. Come on, smile. Spike the
All right.
Player 1 is the winner.
I'm gonna go off now. Thanks for having me.
I'll try even harder and get even stronger.
Not a problem. Thanks for helping us fix the issue.
Oh yeah. Okay, now I need to actually. Close that.
Yep, he is one of the ranking king of games. So yeah, of course he is. All right. Well, it's. Oh, wrong gamepad. Mm-mm-mm. You know what? Okay. All right, Leo. You said you liked this game, if I remember correctly. Chaos Code.
Chaos Code.
Chaos Code. Oh man. I'll go right. You can go left. Yeah. Okay. Also, if anyone is interested in joining the Discord and playing some casual matches with us on the either casual event or on the tournament, the Discord link will be put in both the Twitch description, the info channel, and the YouTube video. So yeah.
Shake it out.
You okay, Blood?
不運ではない。ここで終わるのが貴様の寿命だったんだ。俺が
フェイズ1シェイキラー。
無駄だ。
ネプレ3連角。
終われ。
ネプ3連角。
終わり。まさか
ネプ3連角。
さあ行くがいい。当たれ。しけ。
ネプ3連角。
あれろ。そこまで。そこまで。
ネプ3連角。
どうだ。当たれ。
なんだと。食らえ。
当たれ。そこまで。終われ。俺が貴様の運命だ。受け。
フェイズ2ショータイム。
当たれ。し当たれ。
なんだと。ネプ3連角。
まさか。そこまで。抗う。いかないに。終われ。俺が。行け。終われ。
天正来ラジャ
諦めろ。貴様はここで終わるのだ。
フェイズ1ショータイム。
そこまで。行け。そこまで。当たれ。俺が終わらせてやる。
天正来ラジャ
そこまで。まさか。当たれ。俺が終わるのか。
フィギュアを買うより楽だったぜ。フェイズ2シェイキラー。
俺が終わらせてやる。
天正来ラジャ
当たれ。
なんだと。
抗う。終焉へのいざないに。終われ。終わるのか。
負けてたまるかよ。俺はまだ十分に燃えちゃいないんだ。さあ、フェイズ1シェイキラー。ファイナックル。
まさか。
ファイナックル。
まさか。くらえ。そこまで。終われ。無駄だ。当たれ。 見えまい。
熱風三連脚。
俺が終わらせてやる。
ファイナックル。熱風三連脚。まさか。
俺が終わらせてやる。どうだか終わるのか。
負けてたまるかよ。俺はまだ十分に燃えちゃいないんだ。
俺
フェイズワンシェイキットアウト。
行け。
当たれ。
そこまで。
当てろ。当たれ。なんだと。天正来ラジャック。
無駄。そこまで抗う。上に行かないに。
天正来ラジャック。フィギュアを買うより楽。フェイズ2ファイト。くらえ。
見えまい。終われ。俺が終わらせてやる。行け。そこまで。終われ。無駄だ。
熱風三連脚。
抗う。終焉へのいざないに。見えまい。
天正来ラジャック。当たれ。なんだと。
そこまで。そこまで。俺を終わらせるには。
フェイズ3ゴー。熱風三連脚。
終われ。
当たれ。なんだと。まさか。
そこまで。終われ。無駄。見えまい。そこまで。見えまい。
当てろ。
見えまい。見えまい。そこまで。終わるのか。
負けてたまるかよ。俺はまだ十分に燃えちゃいないんだ。
終わりか。
フェイズ1ファイト。
そこまで。そこまで。行け。
当たれ。なんだと。
そこまで。そこまで。
当たれ。
そこまで。そこまで。
まさか。
そこまでそこまで終わるのか。
フィギュアを買うより楽。フェイス2シェイキラーハイナックルハイナックル
無駄だ。
ハイナックルネプーサイズテテテ
俺が終わらせてやる。抗う終焉へのいざないに。
まさかネプーサイ
終われ。終わるのか。
さフィギュア買いに行くか。
That was nice.
俺が
フェイズ1ショータイム。
そこまで当たれ。そこまで
ネプーサイズテテテ
当たれ。
ハイナックル
当たれ。
ハイナックル
そこまさかそこまで見えまい。抗う終焉へのいざないに。俺が終わるのか。
フィギュアを買うより楽だぜ。フェイズ2ファイト天正ライラジャック。当たれ。なんだと。
そこまで見えまい。そこそこまで俺が終わらせてやる。そこまで抗う終われ。俺が貴様の運。
フェイズ3ショータイム。
無駄だ。
ネプー三連脚ハイナックルまさか当たれ。なんだと。当たれ。
抗う終われ。終焉へのいざないに。終われ。終われ。
天正ライラジャック。天正ライラジャック。
そこまで。不運ではない。ここで終わるのが貴様の寿命だったのだ。 貴様を
Phase 1. Shake it out.
そこまで前終われし見えまいあらがうしあらがう終焉へのいざないに終われ
フィギュアを買うよりだ Phase 2. Go.
無駄だそこそこまで当たれ俺が終わらせてやる荒れろ終われあらがう終焉へのいないに終われまさか当たれ俺が貴様の運命だ
Phase 3. Shake it out.
終われそこまであらがうし俺が終わらせてやる終われ当たれ不運ではないここで終わるのは貴様の寿命だったのだ
1. Shake it out.
そこまでそこまで当たれそこまでそこまで無駄だ終われあらがう当たれそこまであらがう終われないに俺か終わるのか
フィギュアを買うより Phase 2. Go.
そこまで抗う。上へのいかないに 行け食べろ熱風三連脚フォークハ熱風三抗う終焉へのいざないに転送大大脚フォークハフォークハフォークハフォークハ俺を終わらせるには足りなかった。終われ。見えまい。抗う終焉へのいらないに当たれ転送大大脚フォークハ終われ終われ熱風三連脚フォークハ不運ではない。
And I'm gonna
ここで終わるのが貴様の寿命だったんだ。
exit the game. And yeah. All right, and I'm gonna say that's it for today. For anyone that's watched the live stream, thank you for coming and watching. We do casual live streams every Tuesday and Wednesday, 9 p.m. test. Also, every Sunday, we do at least one Parsec tournament. This week, it's gonna be Super Puzzle Fighter Turbo HD Remix Mode Ipsilon. And what's the other one? Oh, yeah, Def Jam Fight for New York after that. So, yeah. With that said, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you at the next event. Anyone that wants to join is in the Discord is going to be posted in the info, both on Twitch and on YouTube. So with that, take care. Leo, you can end the stream.